Hey everyone and welcome. As you all know, the hate laws should be abandoned immediately, predominantly because they don't make sense. They are discriminatory by nature, i.e. only one side seems to be attacked with hate laws. And on top of that, the people that scream about hate laws and back hate laws don't seem to be able to define or give examples of what that hate would be.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
This was Elon Musk totally dismantling a BBC journalist. And I'll say that in air quotes because this guy's an absolute buffoon. Have a listen to this. The BBC journalist tried to smear Elon Musk. Now, this is because Elon Musk has put a badge on the BBC's feed on Twitter that claims and says that they are state-funded media, which is exactly what they are. But they don't like that because it proves that they're doing a narrative and not the truth, doesn't it? Well, here's Elon Musk demolishing this journalist after he said a statement like this: there's been a rise in hateful content on Twitter. Let's have a listen to what this Fraggle says, shall we?
Content you don't like or hateful? What do you mean to describe a hateful thing?
Yeah, I mean, you know, just content that will solicit a reaction, something that may include something that is slightly racist or slightly sexist, those kinds of things.
So you think if something is slightly sexist, it should be banned?
No,
is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm trying to understand what you mean by hateful content. And I'm asking for specific examples. And you just said that if something is slightly sexist, that's hateful content. Does that mean that it should be banned?
Well, you've asked me whether my feed.
What he actually means by hateful content, as this whole exchange proves, is content that he personally doesn't like.
Content you don't like or hateful? What do you mean to describe a hateful thing?
In other words, everything that isn't his words. Which doesn't make it hate, it makes it criticism, it makes it debate, it makes it a differing opinion. But that's hate to the BBC and to this wazzock. Carry on, Elon. Strip him apart.
Whether it's got less or more, I'd say it's got slightly more.
That's why I'm asking for examples. Can you name one example?
I honestly don't use. Honestly, I
You
don't.
can't name a single example.
I'll tell you why. Because I don't actually use that for you feed anymore. Because I just don't particularly like it.
So it's full of hateful content, but he can't give any examples of any of it, and he doesn't use the service anyway. Are we seeing the smear now? Carry on, Elon. School this child of journalism.
But you said actually, a lot of people are quite similar. I only look at
hang on a second.
my
You said you've seen more hateful content, but you can't name a single example, not even one.
I'm not sure I've used that feed for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and
well, then how did you see that hateful content?
Because I've been using Twitter since you've taken it over for the last 6 months.
Okay, so then you must have at some point seen you hateful content. I'm asking for one example.
Right.
And you can't give a single one.
And I'm saying
I say so that you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
That's exactly right, Elon. This man does not know what he's talking about. Everything to him is hateful that isn't his opinion. Am I wrong? Is he wrong? Let me know in the comments.
Yes, because you can't give me a single example of hateful content, not even one tweet, and yet you claimed that the hateful content was high.
Well,
that's a false.
No, what I claimed...
You just lied.
No, what I claimed was there are many organizations...
If you claim that a platform is full of hate and then can't give any examples of it, that is exactly what you're doing. You are lying on purpose. It's intentional disinformation. Carry on, Elon. This is comedy gold, isn't it, everyone?
That say that kind of information is on the rise. Now, whether it has on my feed or not, I mean, right, and
literally
you can look at something
one.
Like the Strategic Dialogue Institute in the UK. They will say that. So
look, people will say all sorts of nonsense. I'm literally asking for a single example, and you can't name one.
Right, and as I already said, I don't use that feed. But
then how would you know that?
I don't think this is getting anywhere.
You literally said you experienced more hateful content, and then couldn't name a single example.
Right, and as I said,
That's absurd.
I haven't actually looked at that feed.
Then how would you know there's hateful content?
Because I'm saying that's what I saw a few weeks ago. I can't give you an exact example. Let's move on. We only have a certain amount of time.
Let's move on. You've caught me. No, I can't answer this question, and I won't. Allow you to be able to highlight the fact that I'm an absolute frigging retard. Let's not continue with this conversation, please, because I'm looking like a right T word and a C word all rolled up into one. What a cook, boy. Carry on, Elon. Wow, exactly. What did you think? This is just the sheer level of expertise in the BBC now, in all legacy media, let's be honest. This is across the board. They're all absolute buffoons that don't know what they're talking about and just use their platforms, like this, as a way to smear opponents. Usually with the word hate, isn't it? Well done, Elon. This was expertly done, with very little effort by the look of it. It was just asking, well, go on then, prove it. And they couldn't. See what I mean now about the hate laws having to be scrapped? Because it enables fraggles like this to attack regular people with zero evidence whatsoever. And this just proves it. Let me know what you think. Stay sane. See you on the next one.